So Caitlin Clark and ESPN, it's been a bit of a crazy one. It's been a bit of a crazy one for the last while. Like, heck, if you're in the YouTube front, just putting ESPN in front of a title is gonna get some views. So hopefully this one does okay. But yeah. So Caitlin Clark is, at least everyone on ESPN is finally like, yeah, she's the Rookie of the Year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They're not questioning that anymore. Like, no one's even entertaining a Rookie of the Year conversation unless you were delusional. But yeah. So let's take a look at what Chiney Owumake said on ESPN today. And also shout out to Ken Swift. He's basically just an aggregator for anything Fever and a lot of WNBA stuff related. So please go follow him on Twitter. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 34,302 subscribers. And obviously, if you guys are interested in any merch, it will be in the description below. But let's take a listen to what Chiney Owumake said.
Has been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week for a third straight week. She is balling Chiney right now.
Can I just give her the Rookie of the Year already?
She is the Rookie of the Year. I know.
Do I have it on 1.5 times speed? Yeah.
Now
Can I just give her the Rookie of the Year already?
She is the Rookie of the Year. I know a lot of people have been saying, Chiney, you've been on break. What's the answer? She's the Rookie of the Year. Now, it was a close
Obviously, she's the Rookie of the Year. Like, it is the most obvious thing ever.
race leading into the Olympics, but right.
Leading into the Olympics, I will say, leading into the Olympics, yes. By the time the Olympics happened, no. Like, Caitlin Clark was plus 3,000 to win by the time of the Olympics, or minus 3,000.
Right now, she's on pace to generate the most points in WNBA history from scoring and assists at over 37. Give that woman her trophy. And shout out to Angel. I know we have to compare.
No, we don't.
No.
Is that Richard Jefferson? That is my favorite lineup. I know we have to compare. No, we don't.
That woman her trophy. And shout out to Angel. I know we have to compare.
No, we don't.
No, I think people feel like you have to compare because she's done some great historical things too. But these numbers are undeniable. They're in the playoffs for the first time, I think, since 2016 with Tamika Catchings. Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year. There you go. Stop asking me on Twitter.
Got my vote.
I mean, we haven't seen these kinds of numbers before. Just take a look at this. Her season splits before and after the Olympic break.
She didn't have a break.
She looked real comfortable.
She went from she was like, I'm cool with no USA. My time
That's
will
what we've
come.
been
She's like, all right,
My
now
time
we're going back to
Oh, that's my favorite thing. I know we have to compare. No, we don't. These people are so happy they no longer have to debate this crap. And look, like, there's not even a possibility of a contrarian take anymore. Like, they are so happy they don't have to deal with this crap. And like, if I am the people on ESPN, you're also happy too. I can hear Chiney Owumake, who's Rookie of the Year, people keep asking me, it's her. Obvious, like, the way she said it was like, effectively was like, obviously it's her. Obviously it's her. And that's where we're looking now at this, where it's like, if you don't think Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year, you are lying, you are either delusional or you're just not watching the games. I mean, you never know though. Like, remember the official space on the WNBA Twitter that said that Angel Reese's Rookie of the Year because of her pregame fits? Like, are we gonna be putting Nika Mule into the Rookie of the Year conversation for that reason? Like, I don't know, and I wonder what weird advanced stat will tell us that Leonie Feebich is better than Caitlin Clark. I really like Leonie Feebich. Let's not slander her. Let's just say that Celeste Taylor is better than Caitlin Clark. Heck, there's definitely some weird advanced stat that will tell you Nika Mule's done better than Caitlin Clark this season, despite the fact Nika Mule has literally scored 0 points for the season. So yeah, it will be it's an interesting one anyway. It is an interesting one. But yeah, I'll give a shout out to Chiney Owumake. Like, again, I don't even think Chiney Owumake's reset ain't bad, other than the fact that she was on one of the people that said Caitlin Clark was not good enough to make the Olympic team, which again is a tag that has aged worse than it was bad. I think the Monica McNutt / especially what's her name, Molly Karam take, where she said it would have been it's disrespectful to basketball to put her on the Olympic team. Now that's a like unbelievably bad take. That was a bad take even at the time, not just in hindsight. But at the end of the day, look, these people on media especially when you are the WNBA, basically a WNBA. You're there for WNBA analysis mostly. You're gonna want to stop talking about this debate. Heck, it's better. The MVP debate is better because it's actually a debate. Even though yes, A'ja Wilson is the MVP right now, especially because it's looking like they're gonna win. They're probably gonna win at least 3 against the Fever, unless the only chance I've said it of her not winning the MVP is if she stinks up these next 2 games. The Fever win both. And then like all the Aces have to do, because have they blitzed the Fever twice this year? They've blitzed them twice. All they have to do is win 1 more game for the rest of the year. All they have to do is beat the Dallas Wings. I was like, they're probably not going to beat the Sun. Like if they beat the Dallas Wings, we are now looking at the Aces ahead of the Indiana Fever. But like the only chance is if Caitlin Clark goes and has 28 points, 14 assists, back-to-back games, and A'ja Wilson gives you 22. She did against Chicago, gives you 20 on 28 shots, twice in a row, and then she has a horrible last 2 games chasing that points record. She gets it. She gets to 1,000 in a season, but it ends up being with the 2 teams as a tied record. Like that's the only way that Caitlin Clark comes back into it, but it's not over. It is not quite over yet. And if anything, that might put Fee into conversation. If, let's just say, hypothetically, Minnesota end the season on 31 wins and Vegas end on 23 wins, and it's like 8 wins. That's the equivalent of 17 in the NBA? 17 wins is huge. 17 wins genuinely is huge. Either way, we are obviously still talking about that. And at least that debate for these people is something, because you can at least talk up the debate. You can talk up women's basketball without having to pretend there's a close Rookie of the Year debate. And I will say, early on, it was close because Caitlin Clark was an A+ talent, but she was an A+ talent, but was playing with how much bad things she was doing. She was playing like a B-, I'll say a B- player. At the start, yeah, you can quote stats, but I watched the games. She was an A+ talent playing like a B- player. Angel Reese is probably was a C- talent who came in playing at like a B, as a B player. But now by the end of the year, Angel Reese has been a B+ player and Caitlin Clark's been an A+ player. So it's not like Angel Reese's game translated better in the first 3 weeks of the season. Once Caitlin Clark figured out, she became arguably the best in the world. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully no more ESPN talking about the damn Rookie of the Year debate. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully you guys are having a good day, because you know what? The Rookie of the Year debate, even if that was going on today, it wouldn't even be the worst debate that's going on today.